Happy Halloween, my Yan fans. YandereLover here. And today, I'm going to be reacting to some scary horror stories from, I don't know what his name is, but I think the YouTube channel name is called Wansee Entertainment. I don't really know how to say the first word, but anyway, I'm going to be reacting to 3 of his videos, since they're as you can see here, this one is 4 minutes long. I'll react to 3 of his most recent videos, animated, and let's get into it. Halloween is almost here, so I might as well do something scary. Without further ado, let's watch this amazing video. 3, 2, 1, go.
It was the spring of 2017. I was flying out to Chicago for a job interview.
Okay.
It was around 11 p.m. and I was sitting in my gate at the San Francisco International Airport. A storm was raging outside. Rain pouring down the windows as everyone was bundled up on the seats and keeping to themselves. I was just scanning the rows of people in seats sleeping on laptops or phones and wearing earbuds before I noticed this one guy. He was sitting in the farthest corner of the gate by the corridor, with no one else sitting around him.
Weird.
He was not on his phone or wearing headphones like everyone else. He has this huge, crooked grin plastered on his face, and he's staring directly at me. He looked pretty average in terms of looks and what he was wearing. But that grin was so creepy, it was beginning to make me shit bricks. Naturally, I turned away and pretended I hadn't seen him.
Yeah, exactly. That's just creepy. Just someone staring at you like that?
I turned to eye him back without realizing. Eventually, they called our gate and I boarded the plane.
Okay.
I took my seat in the business class right by the window and went on my phone, checking Instagram and texting friends. I did not see the creepy man boarding. An hour later, we were up in the sky. Sometime through the flight, I got up to use the bathroom, and as I was finishing up in there, someone knocked on the door. I called out, "Occupied," but the person continued knocking repeatedly and aggressively.
Alright, that's annoying.
As I was washing my hands,
What if it's the creepy guy again?
Go away, but it didn't.
Alright, that's really annoying.
So I opened the door to make some ballsy remark, but froze when I saw who was in front of me.
See, I knew it.
That guy from the airport, still with that creepy grin plastered on his face. Quickly, I pushed past him and walked to my seat, not glancing behind me.
Gosh.
The rest of my flight went normal except for the fact that I couldn't get him off my mind. As soon as we landed in Chicago, I was the first to get my suitcase down from the overhead luggage, and the first off of that airplane. I called an Uber as I walked to the airport parking lot. It was 12 p.m. in Chicago. The Uber came and I drove to my hotel. And as I checked into my room, I realized something horrible. My wallet was missing.
He stole it, didn't he?
I don't know where I could have left it. So I called the airport and asked them to search the plane. They did so and got back to me a few hours later saying they found nothing. I drove back to the airport and spent the whole rest of the day searching and turning up nothing. My only theories were I had somehow left it at San Francisco, or it had been stolen.
It's probably stolen.
I was able to recover and spent 3 more days walletless in Chicago.
Damn.
But you know what?
How were you able to buy an ice
The
cream?
scary part. When I got back to San Francisco and drove to my house, I discovered something disturbing.
What?
My door was unlocked, and my entire house was trashed.
Oh, God.
Everything had been broken, and anything worth a slight amount of value had been taken. I checked my security footage and was able to identify the intruder as the grinning man from the airport who, sure enough, had my wallet and therefore my keys.
Oh.
I called the police, who found his fingerprints all over my house. The only scary thing was that the prints did not match anyone on record.
He had no record then. Okay, that was creepy. That guy's creepy. Oh my goodness. Well, you shouldn't be careless with your things. You shouldn't have been so careless. You should have just, or maybe he might have like taken it from her luggage. Either way, try not to be careless with your stuff. Valuable things like that should be like in your pocket, like where it's on you. Like keep your stuff like that on you so it's less likely to be stolen. The next video we're going to be reacting to is my old haunted house. So, without further ado, let's react to it. And I know I didn't say what the first video I reacted to was going to be. I forgot to say the title of that. But by the title, you probably already know, so I probably didn't have to. But let's just watch this.
My name is Max. I live in the center of the city now. But a few years back, I lived in an old house on a somewhat sketchy street. But that doesn't mean I was poor. The house was ugly from outside, and it was built before World War II, but clean, warm, and cozy inside. Although many people died in it there.
Okay. Then why are you living in a house where people have died in it? For anything, it could have ghosts.
Me and my mom were sitting in a room. It was pitch black outside the room we sat in. Suddenly, we heard someone was tripping over, falling in the kitchen. We also heard things like plates fall down and shatter.
Yeah, that house is haunted.
We walked outside, nothing was there. Everything was in its place, and we were so scared about what was going on.
Oh my God.
A few years later, I had a dream. Me and my mom were walking down a path, and suddenly we stopped, and I heard a voice saying, "Bridge." I felt something knocking on my back 3 times, and I woke up scared. Nothing was there, so I didn't think of it that much and went back to sleep. However, after that night, this dream appeared again and again. The voice said various things that I don't remember, and one time it said something about my mom's death.
What?
It always ended with something knocking on my back 3 times. It was creepy. One time, me and my mom sat in a room and talked about ghosts, and I told her about what I'd been dreaming. Mom went silent for a second, and she confided in me that once she was sitting with a friend, and he said something not too nice to her, just for fun. She got angry and screamed, "Shut up," in a male voice. And she didn't remember that. When she described the voice, it reminded me that the voice sounded just like the voice in my dreams.
What?
In 2017, she passed away because of cancer.
Oh!
She died in the same room, in the same house where I got those nightmares.
Oh!
After that, I moved out to another place a few years ago. So I don't live in that house anymore.
Good.
But I still believe in ghosts.
So do
They
I.
exist. They are real.
I feel bad for your mother. I feel really bad for your mom that she had to die in that house. Jeez, that is scary. That's very scary. Okay, and yes, I do believe in ghosts. It's because I feel like they're actually real. Like if there's heaven and hell, there's spirits. And if there's spirits, there has to be ghosts, right? Okay, I know I make no sense, but still, you get my drift. Okay, the last video that we're going to be reacting to is the ghost in my friend's flat. So, without further ado, let's react to this.
This incident took place in Dubai when I was 10. I used to go to my friend's apartment to play with him at the time of vacation.
Nice.
One day, as usual, I went to his room to play. After playing for a long time, I went to the bathroom. While I was washing my face off and other things suddenly started to fall down. I was surprised. I thought maybe it was because of wind, but when I checked the surroundings, I found out there wasn't any window in the bathroom. I got out and told my friend the incident. He told me that there's a ghost in his room. I freaked out.
Really?
At first, I didn't believe him. However, then next his mother and father explained the paranormal activities which had taken place there since they moved into that place.
Then why are you
Mom
still
was
living
making a
there?
burrito in the kitchen one day, and suddenly a call came for him. He kept the burrito on the stove and attended the call. After attending the call, when he came back, he was surprised to find out that the burrito was burning down in flames from the stove.
What?
But he said he was definitely sure that he hadn't turned on the stove yet. Another day, while his mother was cooking food, suddenly she felt as if someone was choking her by holding her throat from behind, and she fled out of the kitchen with a scream. The same day, while they were sleeping at night, they heard sounds from the bathroom.
Oh god, that is
They checked
scary.
it out, they found all the things, such as bottles of toilet cleaner and other things, had been scattered inside the bathroom.
The heck?
And that story made me suddenly freeze. This was the exact same incident which occurred to me. They had called some group of ghost hunters and did some sort of rituals, and found out that 2 people had been murdered by someone. To know if this was true, they went to the flat owner, and he said just the same thing like the ghost hunters, and apologized for giving them this room.
Oh my
They moved out
gosh.
the next day after my visit to their house.
Good!
Well, to this day, I still wonder what would have happened to me if I had stayed there for some more time.
You don't want to know. Seeing those things behind you, you probably wouldn't want to know. Okay, well, that's the end of this reaction. And maybe I could react to some other things in my next video or something. I don't know. Things Halloween related. I really don't know. But I'll see you later, my Yan fans. Goodbye and have a safe Halloween.